talk about our borough funding. We know what happened to that, and I'm also here to talk about the tax office. We need to make sure that the legal tax service is doing their job aggressively. All the borough's financial stability depends on it. There are property owners who have had their property reassessed for less. If they pay their taxes before their reassessment, and it is lower, the county sent them their overage. There are property owners who have been waiting over 3 years for their overage to be sent to them from the Munhall tax collector. Some of them finally went to the borough manager and they got their money. Why does the manager have to do the job of our tax collector? She gets a salary and she also gets paid 1% of the taxes she collects. I asked her if she was paying the borough back for the 1% made on the overages that were paid back. She would not answer me. She said to me, "You are harassing me, and I tell you to go see the power." She was never in her office for the couple years that she was in there after her husband passed away. Her mother was doing her job. So any of the questions that anybody had never were answered. She said she will be in her office from now on because she gave up her other job. While I was in her office, she gave an 87-year-old man the wrong info about a tax question. I knew the right answer. I set him straight and her straight. She needs to learn the laws about taxes and breaks for disabled veterans. We have no room for mistakes in our tax office, and we cannot afford to pay any man or woman in that office who doesn't know the laws, rules, and regulations. We need to work together and get this mess straightened out. We are still a great borough. She was very disrespectful to me, and I know for a fact that she's been that way to more than one other person, more than other people. So, thank you for listening.
They can. Well, she didn't run for tax collector. She didn't run for tax collector.
I don't know her. Thank you, Dawn. I've met her before.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, I'm on the agenda for speaking regarding, let's start the time over. Okay, I'm here regarding the history of this, but I just want to know something. From what I understand, there's going to be there's more activity in checking in on PNC and the possibility of moving the pension fund again. Is my understanding that there is. And I don't know if anybody on council is aware of it, but I just want to just make sure you understand, it is of no benefit either way to council, whether we keep it with PNC or move it elsewhere, whether it's moved elsewhere or not. It doesn't cost the borough anything either way. Okay, and it's not being mismanaged by PNC. In fact, it's an exemplary job is being done by PNC. And I don't know why this consistently comes up. I don't know whether it's behind the scenes or what, but it's constantly coming up, and this history is getting a little tiresome.
Can I interject there one
Sure,
second?
sure, Mr. Brennan.
I've not heard one word of anyone mentioning moving the funds out of your pension anywhere else, other than you. So go ahead. I'm the finance chairman. Not one word.
Maybe you don't know what's going on then.
Well, maybe I don't.
Okay.
But certainly no one has spoken to me about moving your funds. And I spoke with 2 other retired police officers yesterday, and I told them both the same thing. We don't want to move your money if you're not happy. If you're happy with your money where it's at, it's going to stay there. I told you that repeatedly.
Yes, you have.
I'm repeating
I
myself
admit
again.
that, yes.
Not one councilman here has ever spoken a word.
That's why I'm here and just saying, that's why I'm here, Mr. Brennan, to make sure everybody is aware, okay, what's going on in the background.
Okay.
Okay, that's why I'm here, Mr. Brennan. I'm not here to argue with anybody.
Now, we're not arguing. I'm
Okay.
telling you, no one on council has spoken to me about moving your pension funds. So go
Okay.
ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Okay, sir. There's been past three councils, several years back to the 70s. It was never one move. That's the history I wanted to talk about. It doesn't cost the borough anything. And Mr. Parker, who has handled numerous negotiations, everything, is here to address some of these issues, just to make sure the council absolutely knows there's no benefit. It doesn't cost the borough anything to keep this pension where it's at. Because I think there's a play being made for it, because it's costing the borough money. It's not. It's not costing the borough one red cent. Yes, sir.
Since
Mr.
I've
Chair.
been here, which is longer than everyone else, there's always plays, proposals come up. We rejected every one in the 14 years I've been here.
Well, I actually have a photocopy of a letter that was sent to PNC.
From the borough?
From the borough. Okay, wanting to have all kind of information given to them, which they're allowed to have, there's no problem with
Any
that.
proposals we've gotten, we turned them all down.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's the basic evidence, yes, sir.
So you guys have been there since '68 with that pension plan. I find no reason to move it whatsoever. You know,
There is,
I'll let you know that
Okay.
I know the police, the retirees want it there.
Are you?
I'm totally for leaving it there. And I know it's, and watch, the borough makes no money off it.
right, nor does the borough pay.
Or do we lose it? We make nothing, we lose it.
Okay, I just want to make sure the council fully understands that, it's a wash either way. Okay, and I just want you to absolutely understand that there's not one person
It'll have
that wants to move.
I mean, it's working good for you guys.
It's working wonderfully for us, guys. And by the way, well, Mr. Parker will cover that. Thank you very much.
I don't see Friday thing okay?
Mr. Parker.
Thank you, I guess.
Yeah.
We're gonna hold this, because your pockets look what it's changed. Gentlemen, one of the things I want to say, 60 years of man years working for this borough, please learn how to spell our names.
I didn't type it up.
It's okay. I've been asked to come just to talk about a little of the history, and I will do that. I was involved with, working with the pension fund on both sides of the borough, as a bargaining unit representative, as a bargaining unit president, as an FOP representative, and as the chief of police. I worked with the pension fund. I can tell you that probably 20 years ago, it started where individuals, like Mr. Shields says, would make proposals, especially insurance companies, trying to say they can do a better job. We all know if anybody does investments, there is no miracle agency out there. There's always a winner. There just none, where everybody would be with. But what we did was, we looked at this pension fund. We knew it was self-sustainable. It cost the borough nothing. All the fees, all the administrative costs, everything else was paid by the fund. The actuarial studies proved that the projections of the fund, it would be perpetually okay. And I can't say lately, because I know, and it's another issue, there's been some dealings with the MMOs. There's also been some dealings with, making the police officers have to contribute now. That's fine. But at our direction, many years ago, we told PNC, stay conservative, stay ultra conservative, because there was no need for more money. We were maxed out on entitlements, we were maxed out in benefits. We were at 600, we were maxed out to the hill. So if they quadrupled the money, it did nobody any good. So naturally, when you don't need the money, you stay ultra conservative. You stay in low risk funds. You don't risk your money at all. Now maybe, just maybe, PNC needs to be contacted and say, you want to get a little more aggressive to try to make a little more money, since the fund may need some more money. But that doesn't mean to get rid of them. A lot of this money is invested in long-term investments. You're talking 20, 30 years. You move the fund, you take penalties, you take hits, you lose a lot of money. As a matter of fact, that just happened to the local police department. It was very closely related. If they tried it, they lost about 40% of their pension. So, do the taxpayers of Munhall a favor. But look at the history. It doesn't cost anything. It doesn't cost, it hasn't cost the borough taxpayers anything since I was here, and that's 1970. The borough did not have to pay one dime towards the police pension. I can't say that with the borough employees pension fund, but they were managed by an insurance company. We weren't. So that means the dinner's ready, okay? You see it, Mayor? I remember, his name is Brad McGee. I was there. I was there. Okay.
Mr. Parker, I have a question for you. Go ahead.
I was just gonna commend the police department, how good they are handling their pension. And keeping it above board and, so, it won't cost anybody anything.
Well, who needs to be commended are the past councils, because council has the fiduciary responsibility of the pension. And they did. They made sure that that fund was sound.
Mayor, was that a compliment? Thanks.
Believe it or not, for me, the council, that was a compliment. That's the last one you get.
I took it as a compliment, you like it or not.
I'd like you to sit down and talk with me for 10 minutes
Nope.
about the pension fund.
I used to talk to Brennan all the time.
I know that. His name's up on the wall.
Get better. Get better.
I saw it last week.
Okay.
So I'm very interested in the pension fund.
I'll tell you anything you want.
And I would like to meet with you, and you can inform me, because I'm new to the council, and I would really like to know the inner workings of what's been going on with
I
it.
can tell you, I can't tell you what's been going on lately, but I'll tell you the history back to 78.
Okay.
And what happened with it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.